Hello, this is Rabbi Shlomo Zalman Bregman of the Jewish Executive Learning Network, and in today's short and sweet clip, I'd like to speak with you about a common question I receive as a Shadchan. My wife and I get this question a lot, and that is, what is the best way to follow up with a person who is a Shadchan, a matchmaker, a person who has the ability to fix you up? So, first of all, a person who asked this question is way ahead of the game. Why? Number one, most people do not follow up with a Shadchan. Most people do not follow up at all. They do not follow up. They'll meet with someone for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, even an hour, and then at the end, they'll say, okay, keep me in mind. Now, if you listen to my clips before, on this topic, and if you haven't heard the one about if you're Jewish and single, you need attention, you should listen to it. Most people make a big mistake because they think that it's the Shadchan's job to keep you in mind. No, it's the opposite. It's your job to keep yourself in the Shadchan's mind. Because if they're any good at what they do, people know about it. If they know a lot of people, the word is out, and they have a lot of people on their mind. So it's your job to make sure they're thinking about you. So a person who asks the question, what's the best way to follow up, gets it. Because a lot of people don't. 80-90% of people will simply send their shidduch information by email, or maybe meet with somebody in person and say, have me in mind. Guess what? It doesn't work. It's not enough. It's not enough of a strategy. So you have to follow up with the person, and just because they might not have an answer for you or something practical or a specific guy or woman suggestion today, they might in a week, in a month, in a year, in 6 months. You have to follow up. Somebody reached out to me the other day and they said, Rabbi Bregman, I didn't get any suggestions from you in the past year. I said, and we had a friendly conversation. I said, yeah, I remember. You called me on the phone. I wasn't expecting your call. I gave you the 15 minutes that I could on the phone, which is a lot. Certainly at the time it was for me at that moment. Gave as much time as I could. Tried to help you as much as I could. I never met you. You never took the time to come meet me or my wife. And you never called me or wrote me again for a year. Truth is, I'm thinking it's kind of a small miracle that I even remember who you are, because I've had 700, 800, 900 singles reach out to the Jewish Executive Learning Network since then. So I'm really thinking it's a big thing that I even remember who you are. So number one, if you're asking the question, what's the best way to follow up? You're ahead of the game because it means you understand. Number two, I would tell you it's a very fact-sensitive inquiry. You have to know very specifically that what makes sense for keeping up with one person doesn't make sense for another. What might be an appropriate amount of contact and follow-up by email or phone or text or seeing them in person again might be too much and overwhelming to somebody else. So I would recommend that when you meet with somebody and you think that you like him, you like her, you like that couple, you feel like you had a synergy, maybe they might be able to help, you have to follow up with them, but ask them specifically, what would be the best way for me to follow up with you? What makes the most sense? How would you like me to follow up with you, and in when and what way? Because what makes sense for me, it might not make sense for another person. So that's something you definitely have to bear in mind. Much more to speak about on this topic, but I hope you will make an effort to follow up. And last thing, I've had people come to my home and meet with me and meet with my wife, and I said to them, what I want you to do, because I'm giving you the follow-up, in 14 days from now, reach out to me, reach out to my wife, pick up the phone, call, and let's do da-da-da-da-da. People don't do it. So if you're asking the question and you're doing the follow-up, you're going to be way ahead of the game. This is Rabbi Shlomo Zalman Bregman of the Jewish Executive Learning Network. Hope you found today's short and sweet clip short and sweet, and we'll see you the next time. Thank you.